collègue la Titi mooy teew combined security ñoo woote kon égalen fa dégg ngeen Lamin Cham wax na prices already. So Penda Jallow, it's like any last word for the people before you leave?
Okay, Tanen, thank you. We are calling everybody, as we used to say, since the first day we are here calling people to come and support us. We don't have nobody, we have our people, and we are security. If we call, they should come and help us, please.
Yeah, because you're
God, yes, please.
Our safety is in your hands.
Yes.
Okay, kon Titi balaa ngaa dem nga waxa gaay am nga benn yoon balaa ngaa dem.
waate nag damay kontaan rek te tamit kontaan bi tamit dama koy njëkkee tamit ci nga xam ne mooy njiitu réew bi di son excellence le président Yaya Jammeh di xaritu artiste yëpp di nit ku baax di nit ku ñàkk ki ñaan koo xamante ne vraiment artiste yëpp ay xaritam lañu ma di ko rafetlu trop ak njabootam ak kii waa këram yëpp di leen nuyu vraiment di nuyu nag képp koo xam ne yaay premier ministre bi fii ci Gambia di ministre de la culture di ministre de la jeunesse di ministre des sports et di ministre des forces armées bi nga xam ne tey jii su armée bi yëngatoo war a def guddi gu mel ni daf koy dooleel donc tey képp koo xam ne rek yaa ngi Banjul di Gambia rek guddi gi sa guddi la suba comme ni ñu ko waxee galadina bi la ginnaaw suba war a nekk fële ca duplex mu war a nekk ñaari guddi yoo xamante ne man maak sama gars yi xamante nañu nit ñooñu defa ba mu baax lu dëgg def lu toog lu baax wata bambam bi daal di am fu mu génn rek Gambie yaa jëm kanam
Titi jërëjëf
kontaan nañ trop
yow moom Gambien nga léegi
waaw loolu damay neex.
Okay, then we've all had that together. This is the Combined Security is calling you to their event, and we have Okudrame in the house. But before we have him, let's take a quick break, and then after that we have Okudrame. I mean the legendary Okudrame. Uncle Mamadou, if you're okay, we can go on a quick break.
Thank you.
jërëjëf.
Get ready to go to the next level. Unleash the power within. Power Play Energy Drink.
Welcome back from that break. Well, although I'm sitting here today, I could not deny the viewers tube. That's why we had to bring it in that format. It was all about Okudrame, and we have him here today, right now, to talk to us. He's a music legend. He was in music even before people like myself were born, and he's there. Mr. Drame, welcome to the show.
Welcome, Tenning. Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, first question first. If you had to describe what you do in as few words as possible, how would you?
I'm an impresario. An impresario is a music producer who also organizes events, but also talent scouting, and also make big stars out of nothing. This is what I do. And
okay.
Yes, globally, I've set up a stage for Africa in Europe and America, something no one has ever done before. So let's call it this way. I'm the first African to organize a music festival for the continent of Africa in Europe, America, and in Asia.
Very, very impressive. But okay, let's look at it from this perspective, right? You have been in the business for so long, and people call you Banyu. In fact, you are Banyu's first DJ ever in it. And so ever since that period till now, what would you consider your biggest or greatest achievement? My greatest achievement is like what I just said, taking Africa to the world. First, I started becoming a DJ, but I was managing a band from Gambia that had their own original sound called the Afro-Manding Sounds, which was in fact the band, the former Super Eagles. I took them to Europe because they had their own brand, and that brand was interesting to the world. I built up all the African stars around it, like Manu Dibango, Miriam Makeba, and these are the biggest things of my life, and also they are big in the world. Yes. People like Fela Kuti, Hugh Masakela, Alpha Blondy, Lucky Dube. These are the people, and Yusundu. Yusundu, yes, that's what I was going to say that. Yeah, I presented this to people to Europe. And after it all happened, I gel out to become a star in the eyes of the world for Africa. Amazing. Coming back home to the Gambia right now, which 5 icons, which 5 Gambians would you consider to be icons in the music industry? First and foremost, I would say Usunyai Senior, who was former Super Eagles. Number 1. He's a cracker. Laingom Abdul Kabir is a cracker. Musa Angom, former lead singer for Super Jamano Galawara, is a cracker. Senemitelo, keyboardist, composer, arranger, is a cracker. And last but not the least, it was who again? Musa Usu by Jaliba Kuyate. Wow. I mean, half of the people you name are like really old school. Although I'm old school, I listen to old school music all the time, but then they are really old school. So of all your international experiences, which one has been your most memorable? Like, you've worked with so many international people, Yushindu, Lucky Dube, Alpha Blondie and all that. Which experience would you think is the most memorable for you in your international scene? Working with Miriam Makeba. Like, when you talk about old school and new school, you have to think about music as an industry. Not just as a hobby or as entertainment. It's way beyond entertainment. There's music medicine, therapeutic music, you know? There's also music for other situations. But dance music has not been well administered. Few dance artists are popular. But the iconic artists like Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Harry Belafonte, Miriam Makeba, Ella Fitzgerald, Aretha Franklin, you cannot compare them to what right now 50 cents in terms of magnitude, in terms of production, in terms of the backing musicians, and that conduct the music business. When you hear music business, you're talking about royalties, you're talking about production, recordings, mixing, editing, packaging, mastering, and then the artists get paid. Does that make a big difference why African artists are not rich and then American artists are richer? Because when you talk about old school, new school, it shifts people away from what's reality into what's imagination. When you imagine too much, you might not hit the point. But when you do basic production, you will hit the point. You will probably get rich before you die. I guess that will really be music 101, and we need to have another day for that. So this question, we've spoken about the good. How about we shift a little bit to the not so good? What is your biggest regret in the industry? My regret is why Gambian and African artists are poor, whilst their counterparts in other countries are rich. Simply because they set up rules and regulations. Who gets what when something is played? When an artist composes a song,